Packing all this stuff to go down to Florida to try and go racing for, kind of the end of the year thing. Obviously the tracks up here have been closed for at least a few weeks now, so I kind of killed my last shot of trying to break the stock bottom end record. And also, I just really didn't have a very good run the last time I went to the track. I had issues with the alternator cutting out, and then the boost controller would just shut off. So now I think I'm pretty sure I had that fixed. And then the time after that, I tried to go to the track, the front main seal started leaking because I messed up the damper by having it machined. So now that that's in and fixed and the alternator's fixed, it's time to try and go to the tracks. I'm also going to be leaving the truck in Florida because I'm signed up for sick week in February. It starts like the second week of February. So we'll be flying back down in February to be able to go run the truck on sick week. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be awesome. And yeah, it should be different than drag week. It should be a little bit shorter of a drive, so maybe 200 miles max between tracks, and then maybe a little bit more downtime, because drag week there's basically zero downtime. So yeah, this should be a little bit more enjoyable. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. I think I'm still going to be limited to an 1149 on sick week because I do not have a roll cage in the truck, but it should be pretty fun still. So yeah. And then that'll also give me more garage space to work on the Firebird for, a month or two, a couple months or something. Big thing is I just got to finish packing. So starting to put a toolbox together. I have a couple bins with spare parts and what I need to go racing. A couple camping chairs. Got my drag racing tires, gas cans. This time I'm actually going to bring my skinny front tires just because I don't have to bring that much stuff down. I'm actually going to be borrowing some stuff from my mom that lives in Florida, so that's pretty helpful. All I gotta do is finish getting packed and then we'll be ready to pull out of here tomorrow morning. So yeah, let's get this thing packed up and ready to roll. Okay, well, we're getting on the road, filling up right now, making sure everything's good to go. Everything's secured and whatnot. So now we just need to make our way to South Carolina as the midway point on our way to Florida. So let's hit the road. All right, well, we're making pretty good time. We are currently in North Carolina and heading to South Carolina, stopping at our relatives in Myrtle Beach. So we'll stay there for a few days and hang out. I doubt we'll go to the beach because it's too cold for that. But yeah, and then we'll head on down to Tampa in a few days. So catch back up when we get to Myrtle Beach. All right, well, we're in South Carolina. We made it. It was a solid 12 hours of driving, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But the truck made it. It's all in one piece, still good to go. So we're gonna hang out for a few days and then we're gonna continue the trip on to Florida, probably Tuesday night or Wednesday, depending on weather. So we'll see you guys then.
Day 2.
All right, well, we're continuing our trip on to Florida today. It's Wednesday. Don't remember the date, but we made it probably 100 and some miles, and I'm just filling up on gas now, getting that fresh 87 octane, just because, you know, I'm on flex fuel, so I don't have to worry about, you know, changing between fuels at the gas pump, so it, you know, seamlessly will switch between them. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, we're gonna keep on heading on and driving through this terrible rainstorm that we're gonna be in pretty much the entire way to Florida. So we'll just finish filling up and get back on the road.
Day 3.
We made it. So we're in Bradenton Motorsports Park. Got the truck swapped over, it's ready to go. Got the tune loaded in it. And now it's just time to try and see what it can do. So I'm gonna go up in the staging lanes and try and do a good first pass. Something close to 20 pounds of boost through the whole run. So we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Spun off the line, like, trying to build boost. The burnout was just not good enough. I don't think I turned the boost controller off to drive it on the street. Forgot to turn the boost controller on in the burnout. So I don't know if I got my tires hot enough to be able to hold on the line. Dang it. Oh well. Hey guys, so went to the track last night and yeah, didn't do too good. So I got one pass in, was really frustrated with what I found after looking at the data log, and basically packed it up and came back. So I'm gonna go into a little bit of what happened last night and yeah, what we're gonna try and do about it, and hopefully we can yeah, go quick another day. So last night, going into my pass, you'll see that first thing that I forgot to do was turn the boost controller on for the burnout. This may have caused my launch to be not quite as good as I was hoping, but it basically just only made like 3 pounds of boost wastegate on the burnout, so I didn't get as good of a burnout as I normally do. Not sure if that really caused me to not be able to grip. So on the foot brake, this converter is pretty tight. I really have to have a really good grip on the line to be able to build boost with just the foot brake. So the tires actually started to spin before I was able to build enough boost for the launch, which you know, again, I'm hoping that that was just due to not being a good enough burnout. And then right after the launch, it kind of felt a little slow, and then, you know, the whole pass down the track felt a little bit slower, even though it was, you know, a little bit, you know, felt good. It didn't feel bad. Nothing was popping or anything like that. It just didn't feel as quick as it normally does. And the launch really, you know, didn't help anything. But then this is the time slip from last night. So it was a pretty terrible 2.0 60 foot with a, you know, 12.2 at 114. So with 20 pounds of boost, this thing should have been making like way more power. So it should have been way up, like probably at least 5 mile an hour up on that mile an hour. Should have been like 118, 119, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that was pretty terrible. And I come back and look at the data log. I see that I have a whole bunch of timing being pulled for knock, and I really haven't had knock in this thing for forever, for a really long time. The timing has stayed pretty much the same the whole time I've been running it, and haven't noticed any kind of knock or detonation or timing being pulled for knock. And then I noticed the real problem. The E85, or the fuel that I filled up with, was not E85. So I definitely used the E85, you know, pump, you know, bright yellow pump handle. It was pump gas, some form of pump gas, because I looked over and I saw that the alcohol content from the data log was less than 10%. So that's equivalent to, you know, 87 or 93 octane. I have no idea what they put in that gas pump at the racetrack I stopped at. And yeah, so it was basically running 20 pounds of boost on just pump gas on a basically stock, 100% stock internal engine, other than valve springs, which valve springs are not helping with that at all. The bottom end is 100% stock. So I'm just glad I still have the stock computer so it can pull timing if it senses knock. If I was running a Holly, you know, they don't have knock control, so I would have easily just blown the motor up right there. Obviously, you can, with the Holly, pull boost out based on, you know, alcohol content, which I'm now going to add that functionality to the stock computer. I'm going to add a multiplier, so based on alcohol content, I'll be able to modify the boost control. I was already planning to do the boost control with the stock ECU, just like my last video, but now I'm definitely going to do it, and I might actually even modify my truck. Right now currently uses the innovative wideband and boost controller in one. I think I might actually modify the wiring and use the stock computer for the boost control. It'll actually be a little bit better. All right, well, I'll get back to you guys once we figure out what we're going to do. If we're going to head back to Bradenton for Saturday, there's an event going on, so I may hit that up if I can get my hands on some really quality E85. And yeah, so we'll see you when I figure that out.